Tom, I want to get one more thing from you on the SDNY and those documents. You've done a lot of reporting around this. What can you tell us?
Right, a couple of things. First off, Katie, we're just understanding from court now, our colleague Adam Reese in the courtroom saying that last night, apparently just before midnight, federal prosecutors and the defense for Trump spoke. Is it tied to additional documents that they might get? These pertain to Stephanie Clifford, a.k.a. Stormy Daniels. So it looks like some additional documents will be forthcoming. I just want folks to understand the timeline of this. To Charles's point, yes, he laid it out perfectly as to the type of discovery that Donald Trump will be entitled to. At the time those discovery requests were made from the Manhattan DA's office to federal prosecutors, they requested a certain amount of items they believed should go to Trump, and it was under their responsibility as far as information to share with him. But subsequently, there were requests made by Todd Blanche, the person wearing the light blue tie there on the right side of the screen next to former President Trump, that requested some additional documents. They eventually filed a subpoena to get those documents from the U.S. Attorney's Office, and that the U.S. Attorney's Office received some documents after the Manhattan DA's request. And that encompasses a significant portion of what was turned over that the Manhattan DA's office says is relevant to the case. So it's not a situation where the U.S. Attorney's Office denied the Manhattan DA's office information that they later gave to Trump. It's just a matter of the timing of when these requests came in and the fact that some of those requests from Trump occurred in January of this year versus when the Manhattan DA's office was doing what they believe was the right thing, which is tackling this over a year ago, Katie. So it's a little bit nuanced. It's not necessarily somebody's fault or not somebody's fault. As far as the relationships between the office, the District Attorney Alvin Bragg there on the left side of the screen, he's very good friends with U.S. Attorney Damian Williams. Those two are very close. So it's not necessarily that there's any sort of deep animosity here. And I think to say that federal prosecutors in New York helping out the former president, that would be just a bit of a mischaracterization, Katie.
Let me just give a little bit of context about what you just mentioned at the top of that, which is that there are potentially more documents coming from the Southern District. Right. Juan Merchan, in his reply to Todd Blanche, said, I don't think those, he said, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, but I don't think it's related to this hearing. So it'll come up again, but maybe not in this hearing.
Which I think, Katie, is just code for as far as me determining today whether or not this case continues. And I think everybody's pointed out that it almost certainly will. And then as far as any sort of trial delay, that what Todd Blanche said is not material to that. And I think that's what the judge was tackling there.
Tom Winter. Tom, thank you very much.